Do most people who are buying and selling cars, do they look at a graph of the value of the card over the last 9 months, 12 months, 15 months? I
Um,
don't think people do that.
um, so today I didn't. I'm not gonna lie. There's times where I don't look at the comps because I already have an idea where the value is at already. So
Hmm.
today, when I was buying the UFC lot, um, the prices that he was giving out were pretty fair for me, for my opinion. Okay, so the extra number I paid for it, and then what I got on top of it, I felt like it was a decent price of it. So it was. I sometimes I don't use comps because I already have an idea long term what the value is going to be at.
Oh, okay, so you're predicting future market.
Well, and then plus what I'm buying is numbered. It's
Okay,
numbered and it's
okay.
auto. So I already have an idea. So I'm comfortable where it's at because I know the potential where it's gonna. I think
I've
keyword.
done it on some cars before. I
Yeah,
paid over comp on some cars
I
because I.
think the perfect one is when we went to Average Joe's.
Hmm.
Remember what Wiseman? You're just like whatever. You remember the price, and then you're
Hmm.
just like you didn't even you look at the comps kind of, but you're just like it's pretty low for that time.
Hmm. Hmm.
So that's how I
I'm
feel.
always checking out Wiseman. There's several other players on what certain cars are,
Yeah.
especially popular sets like Prism and the variations of Prism and the number of variations that are lower Prism. What is this car selling at? So I can see something sometimes at a show and already know that's
Yeah.
overpriced or that's underpriced.
So what? And then Jay from Premiere told me he said, you know, the next step is like, yeah, you want to use comps to buy cards. It's easy, but sometimes you just gotta go your basic knowledge because sometimes you looking at your phone, kind of like just the deal just goes away. If that makes sense, right?
If you're reading the person you're talking to, yeah, that could be the case.
Yeah.
There's some people, man. You start pulling out your phone, you start looking at it. Oh wow, they get blown away.
Yeah. Because it's one of those you don't believe my word type things, or yeah, you don't trust what I'm saying. I mean,
I don't know. Is that only in the card? Is that only in the card business though? I can think of many other places where I've checked the price of something in front of the person. We're still in the conversation.
I don't know, but it's
It feels like
different.
the card thing is like an oath. Like I gave you my word. It's like a not. It's like an unwritten contract. I just told you something. Like you should believe that. But I don't know if that holds true anyplace else.
Yeah. But I don't know, man. Sometimes comps help, and sometimes it kind of doesn't.
Maybe sometimes in these other buying and selling experiences, you don't pull your information out right in front of the person.
Yeah, like
Like
I
if you're
said, when they
buying an asset with a considerable dollar amount, I may not be pulling out the research I've done or some kind of value that has been pulled from someplace else right in front of the person. That could be
yeah,
the
I agree. Back to when I just real quick when I bought the UFC lot, he told me the number, and I was shocked because I had a number in my head what I thought he was gonna give me. I'm just throwing a number. I'm just this is not what I paid for. Okay, I'm just saying he told me 200, whatever it was, right? And I was shocked because I was on the phone with my nephew because we go, we do deals together with the UFC. And when he said that, and my nephew heard, he said, "Oh, that's it. Pull it right now. Just buy it. Just because we know where the cards are at. Personally, we know where they're at value wise. So that's when, and once he said that number, I was even shocked. And then of course, you get a little greedy. You're like, well, can you do like blah blah blah? Because at that point, you're just like, man, if this guy's going that low for that card, in my opinion, it's low. Okay, but maybe in somebody else's opinion, it's not low because they don't know the potential or the market where the market's at. So once he
Mhm.
said that, I was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna look at comps because once he said the number I was already at where I was gonna offer him. So now I'm trying to get him a little bit lower if I can. But yeah, I mean, like you said, if you know your research, if you do your research on the market and have an idea, then it's easy. Sometimes you don't even look at your phone unless they're crazy. Like you're like, oh, it's like 10 times over what the comp is or the market is. Then yeah, you're looking at them crazy.
Well, a lot of times we don't know too. When the seller's selling a card or cards, we don't know what their buy-in was for the cards.
Yeah, I mean, at that
We
point,
don't know
I
that. So
don't, I
somebody
don't.
may have bought in low,
Yeah,
and then everything above that is profit for them.
yeah, I don't. At that point, I don't even care what they bought it for. You know what I mean? Like, you want to get rid of it for that price. If you bought it too high and you're selling it too low, it is what it is.
I think people are going to have to start paying over comps on a lot of hot cars. Local, I don't know about that.
I don't think so. I think you just gotta. It goes
I
back
think you
to
gotta be patient. I think you gotta be
Mhm.
patient.
Be
The
patient.
market is the market, man. Now, if you want to make a move right now and you say, "Hey, I want to pay over," that's a personal decision. But I think those who are patient and wait, good things will come.
Yeah, but comps are super tricky. So don't always think that just because it's over comps doesn't mean it's not valued. You know what I
No,
mean?
no. There are some cards I paid over comp for. There's not a lot of them, but there are some because I thought. So we went to the Burbank show. I mean, not the Burbank show, the Santa Barbara show months ago.
Mm-hmm.
A gentleman there had a PSA 9. Um, who was on there? The big three: Bosch, Wade,
And LeBron.
LeBron, Tops Matrix. Um, and I paid them like I don't know. It was overcome because I just thought the card is that's a rare card. I forgot what the pop was.
Well, it's probably low. You know you do your. I know how you
Yeah, it
buy.
was low. The pop was
Yeah, I
low.
know how you. I know how you do. So I know it's probably low.
But that card is, I mean, if you got that one, and then you got the one with Wade, LeBron, and Carmelo, those are nice cards.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll pay over comp for some things, but
There's
not all.
nothing. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it if you know what you're doing with it. You know, I just think, and don't be in that. Don't fall for the people like, oh yeah, you paid over comfort. You know, that's a bad deal, whatever. Like, no, it's
No.
not. Just be patient. You know,
Uh,
and
the
see.
Reverend the Reverend Drip says some cards don't always have comps, like my PSA 10 Wiseman, CNY Emerald out of
And
88.
those are hard to really move too. Those
Mhm.
are really hard to move because now you arguing with somebody that don't see the same value you see with it. So that's the hardest part.
The interesting thing is going to be now that cards are numbered, now that cards are being graded, and let's say you have some cards that's like a pop 1, pop 2 right now. Let's say 15 years from now, it's still like pop 5.
That's money.
What's the value of that card going to be, man?
Probably a little bit more.
When you have someone now that is those characteristics of the card are still the same. Let's say they're a 20,000, 25,000, 27,000 point person in the NBA. And you still have these rookie cards or these second year cards that are numbered and a 9 or a 10 on a PSA or even a BGS 10. Those cards are what are those cards going to be, man? That's the future of the hobby, bro. There's going to be some stuff that's bananas.
Yeah.
That right now people are like, I don't know about that.
Be patient. And if you want to buy, sell now, then do it. But you could hold cards for a long time. You don't. There's no rule to holding how long you want to hold these cards for.
Yeah. When JF Retzless, I think I'm saying that correctly. When the seller of the transition pulls their phone, it's like a wet blanket. Buyers have every right to. I know I do. I don't know. I've never had anybody tell me that they felt a certain way about that. We continue the conversation. And I'll let them know, hey, I just want to check comps or I just want to check population on this card.
Yeah. So if I'm a seller, my price when I set up me personally, my cards are gonna have the if it's graded, it's gonna have the pop and the price, so that way you don't have any questions. You know, and then the conversation becomes okay. You gave me the information I'm already looking at already. So like, what can we do from there? I mean, look, if they say I want to look at comps, I mean, go ahead look at comps. I mean, I'm not offended. Let's just have a nice, healthy conversation. People don't realize it's okay to. It's not an argument. You know, it's never an argument. You just gotta be just basic communication.